is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to our live show. Happy Friday! Hi everyone and welcome to our show. Thank you for joining us here on this wonderful Friday. Yay, yay, happy Friday. We made it through the week. Just barely.
Just barely. Just barely.
Say hello to Mr. HP, my producer, my honey producer.
Hey, everybody.
We thank you for being here. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe to our channel on YouTube, or if you prefer to watch on Facebook, we are live there too, so you can like our page.
Show is.
And we love interaction on Fridays. You know, it's time to celebrate. We made it through another week.
Thank God it's Friday.
And it is TGIF.
How's your week been?
TGIF. It was productive. Productive, I have to say. Hectic. But it's kind of been hectic. The past few weeks have been hectic. Ever since we got back from vacation. Isn't that the truth? So we encourage you to ask questions throughout the show, interact with us, and do some thumbs up and hearts. Everybody needs some love. Yeah, we have extra love these days.
Extra.
So today, we always celebrate Fridays, of course, here at GE Designs. And with fall in the air in most places, I mean, I guess we have a little bit of fall in the air here in Florida, the Florida way.
Yeah.
So I always crave a little bit of rum when fall comes around. There's something about those like deep flavors that speak to me. So I'm sharing with you one of my classic favorites, I should say. This is one of those cocktails that I'm pretty safe to order at any bar. And there's not many. There's not many. If they have good ginger beer, they can't mess it up. Today, we are drinking a dark and stormy.
Okay.
So pretty simply, if you're making this drink, all you need is dark rum and some ginger beer and lime juice, fresh lime juice. I put a little bit of soda in there, but that's not really normally classic. But if you have really good ginger liqueur, that's in this recipe, a little ginger liqueur, because I like an extra ginger in there. Doesn't need it, and that makes it really, really, really nice. So cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
I don't know if it's dark and stormy where you are, but it's going to be a little stormy today here.
Yeah,
so
looks like
here
it.
we go. It's a nice drink to be sipping when it's storming and you're sewing, right?
Yep. Agreed. Or producing, or editing,
Yes.
or chilling.
That's going to be our Friday, for sure. Of course, Mr. HP, you have a wonderful quote to share with everybody today.
Absolutely. We got a quote of the day. Where's my quote of the day button? Oh, there it is.
Are you learning the button still?
Yeah, it's just opposite when I come to Studio B. And excuses.
Yeah, come on.
Quote of the day. Here we go. Kindness and encouragement don't cost a thing, but they can change everything, folks.
That is so true.
Just saying.
You make somebody's day. You don't know what, somebody's going through, so you can always put out some kindness and some encouragement.
Be kind.
Compliments.
And you will change
smiles.
The world.
Yeah.
It's huge.
It just makes you feel good, too.
Agreed.
Yeah, so if you're not feeling right, by complimenting and being kind to others, it really does change everything.
Because when you're yucky, and you make other people yucky. And we don't like yucky.
No, we don't like to be yucky.
No.
Okay, so the quilts on the set today, I have to admit, we are fresh here from spending most of our time this summer in Minnesota or on the road. And I haven't really updated my quilt inventory. So behind me, I don't have many quilts here. So behind me is a little bit of an oldie that just happened to just stay here. Yeah. This is Amelie Supersized. This is the actual quilt I made. This is the prototype I made for back in the day when we had the Amelie Supersized quilt along. I had sewn this one first. And it stayed here because I think we sold out of the fabric really fast. So that quilt just stayed here. I know. I love that quilt. It's such fun colors. There's a little bit of fall feeling to it.
Yep.
And behind you,
Mia.
One of the favorites from the Quickies book, of course. This one is one of my favorites, actually. This quilt will end up in my house because I love it so much.
Yeah.
The colors, the feel of it, all of it. Okay, so we have some interesting national days, and one very, very, very special one that we have to mention. It's National Hug a Drummer Day.
I was wondering why you was coming in and hugging me. Like, what are you doing? You never do this in the middle of the
Yeah, you got a hug midday today, mid-morning. Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was just perfect that this landed on a
I
Friday.
just so happened to be a drummer.
Yeah, it just so happens. And it is, well, I have to say this funny thing though. I mean, usually I just pick a few of the national days that are kind of fun to talk about.
Yeah.
And so this one, of course, number one. But then further down the line, there is a day called National Hug a Kevin Day. For real. For real.
You got a Kevin, hug him. Give him a hug.
Everybody's got a Kevin in their life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you got one, you can hug them too, even if they're not a drummer.
Yeah.
Anyways, it is National Handbag Day. I'm not much of a handbag person.
So what does that mean? Go buy a handbag, take out a
I
handbag?
don't know. Maybe you need to get one. But honestly, I don't know. I'm not much of a handbag girl. If it's not attached to me, I'm going to lose it or leave it somewhere.
Yeah.
And then if I have a big handbag, it just gets full of junk. And then I don't want to carry it around. So I tend to just have like a little wallet or like a crossbody that just is attached to me. But it can't be big because otherwise I'll start shoving stuff in there.
Sharon, hug your Kevin. That's your hubby's name. Hug him.
And World Mental Health Day. It's very good to be aware of mental health and give some love and kindness and encouragement out in the world. World Inclusion Day. That kind of goes on the same spectrum there. But it is World Egg Day. So cooking with eggs.
Egg or egg somebody or something?
No, you don't want to do that. You want to honor the egg.
Don't egg Kevin. Give Kevin
Just
hugs.
make him an omelet. Okay, and it is World Homeless Day. Something that's dear to my heart, always given to the homeless.
Yes.
And it is Angel Food Cake Day.
Okay.
Now that kind of cake I did not know until I moved to the States because
Welcome.
it's not a thing.
It's like light.
It's like
It's like light
tasteless.
like an angel.
It doesn't taste like much.
That's angels
unless
are-
you put the stuff on it, you know?
Okay.
Right? You got to
Hug
put
Kevin,
the
eat some
whipped
cake,
cream
eat
and
some
the...
eggs, hug the drummer. I mean, you know.
Do you like angel food cake?
I don't think so.
No, I think our cakes need to have like more butter and
We need
sugar
substance.
and substance.
I love angels, but we need some substance.
I know. So that's all the days that are here today. So,
Handbag. Kevin.
yeah.
Angel food cake. Homeless.
If I give you a really good hug, will you go get me a new handbag? Silence. Silence. Okay, I got my answer.
Yeah,
Silence.
I'll go to
Silence.
Target and get one of them nice little handbags.
Okay, let's just go to everybody's favorite segment. Let's do show and tell. We are starting off with a beautiful Winnie quilt made by Diane. I think, is this Grinch Winnie? Oh, that is cool. That is a Grinch fabric
Nice. We
Winnie. I
love
know,
it.
I love that. How fun is that? This quilt, I swear, is just perfect for all kinds of fabrics. I've seen it in so many ways, and I still see new ones, and I love it. So it's just gonna be a classic, I think.
Awesome.
Then we have a charity / Felicity. So this was a retreat quilt earlier this year, and she combined both.
That's awesome.
She combined both blocks and made this awesome. Actually, it's a Felicity, but it's a charity. It's one of the blocks. Sorry, guys. It's one of the blocks that make Felicity. But I love that she mixed two layouts. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
She mixed two layouts. Actually gave this option. I didn't really think anybody was going to go for it, but I love it. And I especially love it like in these darks, in these monochromatic grays and blacks and whites. Perfect. Did I tell everybody who did that? Rochelle did that.
Rochelle. Good work, Rochelle.
Okay, next up is a Quinn made by Kelly. Ooh, I love these pinks and soft colors, but it's just punchy with that dark accent fabric. Just a beautiful, beautiful quilt. Awesome job. Mm-hmm. And Jill made this Elsa quilt.
I love
that's
this combination
super fun.
of white and colors.
Oh, look, I think there is Anna on the back. I can see a little pullback.
That gets a zing.
Yeah. So this is Anna and Elsa. We're seeing most of Elsa, but I think Anna's on the other side. So great job, Jill, to figure that out.
Nice.
Okay, next up is Betsy's Take It Easy Runner. Now this is beautiful. What a beautiful tablescape. Love those flowers. And this one was our Little Bundle Club's feature last shipment, and we're going to be revealing our October Little Bundle Club today.
I love how they presented that.
I know, that's beautiful. This is the Take It Easy, of course, the printed batting that just came out earlier this year, and I love it in this table runner, in this fabric. It turned out beautiful. Good job, Betsy.
What's the kitty's name?
Oh, I don't know, but this is Amelie, made by Susan. The kitty seems to like it, and look at that fit on that couch. That is a perfect combination. I love just a little hint of that yellow to pull the color of the couch out, and then everything else. Beautiful job. Then we have a strip twist, just a little modified, made into a table runner, but I love it with a little bigger sashing in between the block rows. That's a beautiful job, very innovative, and it's made by Sonia. So great job, Sonia, of being a rebel. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Next, we have a Wanda quilt made by Melanie.
Help me, Wanda.
Yes, a little far away, but that seems like a really, really fun Wanda. Wanda is a great quilt. That one is in our Stripology Mixology 2, and just one of those favorites. Everybody that makes it is just blown away how those blocks are made, and it just makes you look at things differently. So, love it. Mm-hmm. And then here we have a Svana quilt made by Robin. I love this simple green and red. It looks like it's just the 3 fabrics. I'm not sure, but it looks like it's just 3 fabrics, maybe 4.
Yeah.
She might be more scrappy. They're all very similar. So very good job. If you look at it long enough, you start seeing different things. That's the fun part.
Yeah.
And then we are gonna, last but not
least.
This
presentation. That's
awesome.
awesome.
My goodness. Wendy made this beautiful Frankie, and what a view, and what a shot there. I love these colors. These are gorgeous. And it looks like one of our lines. I'm not sure what it was called. It looks familiar, but the fabric is. But this is beautiful. Look how you can make a Frankie and choose 2 accent colors that are not too far off from the fabrics in the bundle. And I think that's great. It just takes a more subtle note. This quilt is perfect for by the sea.
It's a bling.
Yeah, love it. Thanks everybody for sharing. Keep sharing in our Goodness Quilt Crew group on Facebook. All right, so let's dive into our topics today because we have a lot to talk about. First off, I want to give you a little bit of an update on the Tilda kits with a Merry Little Christmas fabric. So our kits, as you may know or may not, our kits only include the additional fabrics that you would need to make the quilts. So it would be the background and any other basics that would be in the quilt, because Tilda uses a lot of her basics and chambrays into her kits or into her quilts. But then the mainstay is the collection. And we don't include that in the kit because it's kind of impossible to cut those up. And it's also a great option because you could use, if you're a Tilda collector, you can use other collections because they all have the same feel. You can use whatever you want else. But we include those basic fabrics in our kits. So, update on the kits. We have fabric for about half of our orders. Just one note, everybody will get their orders for the kits. So what happened is that Tilda USA really oversold this collection. And because it's a seasonal collection, they don't reprint it. They normally don't reprint because they have planned releases nonstop 4 or 5 times a year. So they're not reprinting it, but it was way oversold. So unfortunately, some of the collection where we were selling it in half yard and bundles and fat quarter bundles, that one, we may not get everything we sold because they had promised us a certain amount, and this happened to many, many, many other stores, and then they can't deliver on it. But we will be informing you if you are one of those. But the kits, we're all able to deliver. We're able to ship about half of them now because we just got what we needed for about half of them. The rest of it is coming in November, so you don't have to wait too long. But of course, the quilts are the Dear Santa quilt and the Winter Birds. And I have to say, we've been filming the little videos because we're doing a quilt along for both of them that will be on the Perfect Pair shows. So the quilt along parts will be on the Perfect Pair shows, which is third Thursday of the month at 9:30 a.m. You can always watch them later. We'll have a whole blog post where you can find where we talked about the quilt along. Of course, if you bought the kit, you will get kind of just a little video instructions on just the things that I stripologized in your account. But the quilt along part will be kind of a more deeper take on it, and we'll be doing it together. So making the whole quilt, and I've broken it both down into 5 parts, 6 if you include all the cutting, because I tell you, cutting these things out is a task. So, but of course with my stripologized instructions, I have stripologized it so you can cut strips and subcut. I've consolidated all of it so you don't need to be working off of a grid. But I wanted to show you the blocks. I've made one of each block for the Dear Santa quilt. And I'm doing the plaid stone background. So it's kind of like a light bluish gray background. So here's the tree. I have to put it sideways. Here's the tree with the gift and the pot. Just to show you what I stripologized in this. So this block has 51 pieces. Yes. And that is after I eliminated about 17 pieces, because in the pattern, you actually make these trees with a folded corner. And then so this piece here is in 2 pieces on all the way down. So we're reducing the amount of fabric we need a little bit and just making things a little simpler to make. So I've stripologized all of this so that we have just 1 seam instead of 2, or instead of 3 in each row. And then I took the pot, which is kind of an odd shaped. This one you would be sewing point to point, and you would have a seam going this way and then another rectangle on each side. So I eliminated a couple of pieces here, and also a very tricky angle that's hard to get. So this makes it so much easier. The little half square triangles, I of course stripologized that to use our GEasy techniques in the Master of Stripology ruler. So this will be the first block that we do. But this next week is Perfect Pair, where we're going to kick things off with both quilts. But that's really, I'm just going to talk about some tips on cutting everything out, staying organized as you cut, and some ideas on how to keep things organized as we move through making the quilt. This is the tree block. And then we have the Santa block, of course. Really love the Santa. It's so cute, honestly. So just a couple of things that I stripologized. The face here has these really skinny strips on the sides. So we strip piece that, and of course subcut it. And of course the half square triangles here, here, and here, we stripologize. The rest of it is pretty much folded corners. But the key thing is to really stay organized with all the fabrics that you need. So that one is super fun to do. This one, do you want to know how many pieces are in this? 84, I believe. Yeah, and I eliminated some.
Miss Julie had a question.
Okay. We'll Will Tilda let you substitute the fabrics you put in the kit you sell so that when those fabrics are out, we can get your Stripologized instructions? So we will think about, so the beautiful thing, what's in our kits is all basic. So they are stocked all the time. So we can always restock the kits. It's just the fact that you can't get the Merry Little Christmas fabrics, but you can find other lines of Tilda to use with that. So we will keep stocking the basic kits with the Stripologized instructions because we have to do that. If I have fabrics from last year's, would they work with these kits? Yes. So, I mean, any fabric you could use for the additional. So what I'm talking about is just, so for example, talking about this one, let's talk about this one. So the basics that are in the kit is, for example, it's going to be your background, and we have two colorways. Remember, we have the putty white or the stone color, and then here's a solid, here's a stripe. Those are all basics, and those will be in the kit. But the prints are the ones that are in the Merry Little Christmas collection. And of course, you can swap them out with anything with a similar color, just to be able to do it, because honestly, the Merry Little Christmas fabric will be hard to get from now on.
Nancy has a question.
Do you have to buy a kit to do these blocks? So you can do these blocks with Tilda's instructions. They are free on the Tilda website. And you will still need to download the free pattern and have that alongside my Stripologized instructions, because I'm not rewriting the whole pattern. I'm just consolidating the cutting so that you're cutting strips and subcutting, and then only the parts that I adapt, that I Stripologize in the pattern, that's what I write out for you. I'm not writing everything out. You cannot get the Stripology pattern only because that's the agreement. In order for us to be allowed to take somebody's pattern, this is normally not normal, but Tilda has graciously allowed us to do this in order for selling fabric with it. So we're only allowed to do this with a kit. So you must understand, like, that is, just kind of a no-no to take somebody's pattern and rewrite it unless you get full permission. And so that's how we can only do that with a kit. So I think some of you that have done these Tilda kits with us before can see the value in it. But again, these are basic fabrics, so pretty much can use them anytime. I wanted to show you just the three other blocks that are, so we have these garlands that I Stripologized, of course, making all the half square triangles. We have these stars, so we have little flying geese that we'll be Stripologizing. And then we have the dollhouse block here, and we're doing some strip piecing and flying geese the GEasy way. So lots of fun stuff. And this is just the Santa pattern. I mean, we are going to be doing the winter birds as well. So I am so excited to do that. So come and join us. It's going to be October 16th, so next week, Thursday morning. That's going to be when we kick off the kits. We're shipping the kits that we have enough for, if we haven't already done so. So even if you don't have it by Thursday, this first month, I'm just talking about the cutting, talking about staying organized. So possibly you will have everything, even with the November delivery.
Are the kits sold out?
The kits, I'm not sure. Some of them, yeah, I think they may be sold out, but I'll double check on that. And we don't want to add more. We might be able to add more. We just have to secure fabric. That is the big thing. Will the fabric shortage affect everyone who bought the package? So if you mean the package, are you talking about the kits? So everybody will get their kits, whether it's for the Dear Santa or the Winter Birds. We cannot get more Winter Birds kits because one of the big background fabrics is in the collection. And so we order all that up front. And so once that is gone, it's gone, and we can't get more unless possibly we replace it with one of their basics. However, the Dear Santa ones, we can definitely do more kits as long as we can get the basics from Tilda. Okay? Does all this make sense? If not, if you have specific questions on your kits, I would say just hang tight, because if you ordered early, it's all going to be in the order you ordered. So if you ordered early, you will be seeing a shipping notification here in the next few days, if not today, I would say early next week. So just hang tight there, everybody. Hang tight. Okay. And then, of course, if you get yours later, start later. The initial videos for the whole thing will always be in your account, but the quilt along, we will save those videos, have them listed in our blog, so you can always go back and watch.
Great comment here.
Oh, Erica said, Paper Birds was my first Tilda ever. The Stripologized directions made the process so much more enjoyable. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Yeah, I enjoy the challenge of it. It is a doozy. It is a doozy. And I have to say, one word. No, it's a few words. One phrase. Organizing clips and stickers. Lots. I think I opened a whole bag and a half. I already have all the clips and all of it here, but I added a whole bag and a half because there's lots. So that's another thing that's tricky. I really can't sell the videos and the pattern unless it comes with a kit, Julie. So that's the whole copyright situation and the agreement that we made. So we're going to really stick to that because I really appreciate the relationship and appreciate being able to do this. And I think our customers really, really appreciate it. Okay, let's move on. There's so much to talk about today. We have one-day retreat happening first session next week. So yay, boxes are being shipped. Session 1 boxes should all be on their way. We put a pre-retreat schedule into your accounts, both for session 1 and session 2. So you can make sure you download that schedule, the PDF. We had our tech test sessions on Wednesday. So that was fantastic to have conversations. Lots of new retreaters, first-time retreaters. I'm so excited that they've never done a virtual retreat with us.
Went pretty smooth.
Everybody, yeah, it went really smooth.
Yeah.
So that was really good. Great feedback, great, and they're so excited. Everybody's excited. Yeah, we had on those tech sessions, we also had veterans that have been to every single one of our retreats. This one is going to be number 6.
And the veterans can help the newcomers.
Yeah, that was what was great.
It's awesome.
They kind of eased the stress of the newbies and just, telling everybody helps everybody. And that's the beautiful thing about our community.
In the breakout rooms, everybody chats and helps out. It's awesome.
And you make connections for life. Just going to tell you that. So the cutting instructions and video, if you're in session 1, check your account tomorrow. So on GE Quilt Designs, log into your account. I'll send you an email too, and then you will have your cutting instructions and a cutting video.
Some folks have gotten their boxes.
I know. Are they saying?
Yep.
Okay, no reveals yet. We want everybody to have their box. Even if you're in session 1, we're not going to reveal before the retreat. Nope. It's always a surprise where we're going, what's in your boxes, and what are the treats. So we're going to reveal after the first session to everybody that watches our show. So
Lorraine, you are a veteran.
So excited. So hold off for that Margot cutting video that is going to be there for some of you tomorrow. I love that. I know. I can't wait to see all the Margos. Okay, also another release that happened this morning, and that is our Lil Pattern Club, Stripology Lil Pattern Club. We have a new pattern releasing today, and that is the Little Katrina. And so if you bought the six classes of the whole year of Lil Pattern Club, this is already there. If you purchase this class individually, now you'll have the pattern and the full video. So
we had a little technical issue at first, but it's good now.
With that video? And that was okay. We fixed it before they got it.
Yeah. It's good.
So they never knew. So it was all good. So you should have that. And we're excited. I love making this pattern. It's so really fun and awesome. So this quilt, this version of the runner, I made using some of our fall fabrics. I think we're sold out of this one. Of course, whenever I make something, it's gone. But for this pattern, you can use a little bundle. So all of our little bundles will work for this. All you need extra is just binding and backing. And so if you have Color Club, you probably have that. Some of those packs, I'm sure. because all you need is a half yard for backing. It's a great, great, great quilt. I love it, and I'll be making more. But I think it's time for our Little Bundle Club. Now, those are two different things. Little Bundle Club, Goodies Little Bundle Club, is a fabric subscription that happens to be every other month as well. Bi-monthly, we send you a little bundle, which is 12 different pieces of fabric that are a fat 12th. What's a fat 12th? It's a 6 inches by half width, or about 21 inches pieces of fabric. So you can cut that into strips, you can cut it into squares, you can use them however you want. So you can, for example, get 48 5-inch squares out of it. So a lot of the little patterns work perfectly for the 5-inch squares. Even better than charm bags, because you get 48 instead of 42, which is a better layout. But also you can cut strips and have fun with that. And so every month of delivery, so it's every other month of the out of the year. This one is gonna mark our number 4, I do believe, since it started. And so I handpick something that I really love. Now, when we're doing little bundles, we choose them because the prints need to be just a little bit smaller, because they're gonna be smaller pieces. So I kind of handpick it that way. We try to have a lot of variety. For Little Bundle Club, as opposed to our big bundle, a regular bundle club, we sometimes include some seasonal lines, which is kind of fun for smaller things like table runners. So are you ready to see what we have in our Little Bundle Club pack for the month of October? You ready? You ready? It's exciting. We try to have variety in, fabric companies and everything. So let me open up my little beautiful turquoise bag that you get in the mail and see what is in here. So October, Little Bundle Club. We get out the glare.
They've seen it already.
All of them?
Yeah.
Did you put it up?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You ruined it.
They've seen it already.
Little Bundle Club. It's Nature Study. Nature Study is from Wilmington Fabrics.
We didn't have our flow right, so
Oh, come on. You ruined it.
It's Friday.
Okay, you can give him some crap for ruining your surprise, okay? Please do. But our Nature Study, they really are very, very low impact, like nearly solids, but they have just a little bit of a print, and so they're very kind of minimalistic, and I kind of love that. The colors, these are all the warm colors, so perfect for the season without being seasonal. So let me show you what we have here. I'm gonna start with the lightest because it does have a little bit of a gradients to it. So this is a nice little cream. I don't know if you can see the print, but it's just a little bit of a texture, like little sprigs. So again, we have 12 pieces, and this is the size of it. So this is a 6 inches by half width. So it's really fun to get just a little bit of fabric.
Just hug a drummer, okay?
Yeah, hug a drummer. Then we have, the next color is a little bit more yellow. It has a little bit of a grid. So see, beautiful. And we are gonna go a little bit darker in another more yellow. This one has just it's a little bit of a print. Little crosses that are different, like vary in size and kind of scattered throughout. Going into a little bit of a burnt amber color. Now this one has the same print as the light cream. And then we have another one of the grids going into a little bit of an orange, kind of a tangerine orange, but very subtle colors, muted but beautiful, especially when you put them all together. A little bit deeper orange with the same texture as these guys have. Love this color, especially this time of year. And then a little bit more red with the grid. And even darker, more brown in this one, but still a very red hue. And this one has the little crosses like that yellow does as its print. So now we go into the greens. Very, very light sage, with tiny little leaves, kind of scattered, a really pretty texture. And then we have the same texture we had before here in the orange and in the cream. Another great sage color. A little bit darker green with the little pluses. And then we finish it off with the darkest green, nice forest green, really nice and warm though, with those same little small leaves. So this is our little bundle club for October nature study. Now, we did a little fabric poll, so if you're a subscriber, you can see the fabrics that we have here. These are great to use for borders, for backgrounds, backings, bindings. So you just scan this QR code and it takes you right to those fabrics if you're a subscriber. But I'll show you here, we have chalk and charcoal in the Hunter. That's that deep, deep forest green that works great with those greener colors. I'm gonna put it over here so you can see it better. Then we have stash stitches in the olive, another green with a little bit of lighter texture. You can see it works really well with the darker greens. I think we used that for some of the binding on one of our projects. We have dry brush hazelnut, a beautiful red, reddish, deep reddish brown. So you can see that works well with those red tones, just a little bit sharper because you want that sometimes when you're doing binding, something a little bit sharper than what you have in the colors. Same thing with this orangey colored grunge yam. So really nice warm orange, kind of really love this hue, and it's really pretty. It's a newer grunge for us. For the browns, this is seedling in the flax. I really love this texture. The seedlings from Art Gallery are just beautiful. Oh, we need more room here. We have two more fabrics. We have a light cream. So you want something light enough. You want to do something with the background. You want something light enough to stand out from all the fabrics, and this one definitely is. And then this background we actually use for one of our projects. This is seedling in the fog. I love this one. So a little bit of a gray, taupey color texture, but a similar hue to this one, and a similar, so you can stand out. It's just a little bit different value, so it's enough to be able to stand out. All right, I can put that over here. So let's take a look on the back side of your little insert that comes with the Color Club. You have two projects that we have sewn out of the fabric bundle, or out of the little bundle. The first one is Little Katrina. Of course, that's our little bundle club, Little Pattern Club pattern. And then we have strip stacks. This is from our Stripology book, our first ever Stripology book, that everything in that book is done with 1.5 inch strips. So we cut those into 1.5 inch strips and made the pattern. This one is, we cut them into 5 inch squares. So let me show you these projects. They are absolutely adorable. I'm gonna start with Little Katrina because we just showed you. Look how awesome that runner is. I just love it. Now for the binding, we used the dry brush hazelnut for the binding, and for the backing, we used the chalk and charcoal in the Hunter. Now this beautiful quilting, this pattern is called Malachite by Urban Elements. I love this texture because you can do it large and you can do it small, and it really is pretty when you do it small on something like a runner. I love my runners heavily quilted because it just means that they're going to lay really nice and flat, and so when you wash them, it's easy. They will still have that denseness to just lay really nice and flat. Using just a tan color thread out of the Arrow Quilt collection from Madeira, just added to a beautiful, beautiful runner. Did you show them the photo of the runner? Do you have that one?
I didn't want to get in trouble. So
Oh, okay. You're scared now.
I'm scared.
I know.
Gun shy.
All right, so next we have that strip stacks runner. I love, love, love this one. So you can put that book in the corner for people to see. They might have this book already because there's 6 patterns in the book and they're all made with 1.5-inch strips. But the sizes are a mini quilt, a table runner, and then a baby quilt. Of course, you can keep going and make bigger, but I just love this one. So as you can see, we used the seedling fog for our background. It just turns out beautiful. It just seems like colors just change a little bit. Just if you compare the two, when you put them all together, it seems a little bit richer. And then they're even a little bit more faded, more minimalistic when you put them with a background. Now we used the stash in the Stitches Olive for the binding, and then for the back, we used the Hunter again, because 1 yard of this is gonna be enough for backing for both of them. So it worked out perfectly. Now, of course, in the insert, you have information on the quilting patterns we use. This one is called Ebb and Flow that we used on the strip stacks. And I just love it because it's another one that I've done really big on like I think I used it on a flannel quilt, actually. It's beautiful. You can run it lengthwise or horizontally, depending on how you load the quilt. And this one is just an off-white, almost a light gray thread, Madeira Thread in the Era Quilt collection. And I love, 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 love the result. Beautiful, beautiful. Of course, subscribers get a little bit of a coupon too. I'm holding my thumb over the coupon code, but you get 30% off of the Stripology book if you don't have it yet. So this is our little bundle club, everybody. What do you think for October? I love to hear what you think because we absolutely love it. One of my favorites. Now, we didn't get samples from our Stripology partner shops. Usually they send us photos of their little Katrina, so we're going to share those later. Will you restock the seedling font? Yeah, that is a basic that will be restocked. Of course, when we shipped out the little bundle club, the subscribers usually snatch up those colors really fast, but it comes back. It comes back all the time. All right, what's next, Mr. HP? Do I get a sip of my cocktail, maybe?
Have a little sip. Go ahead.
Okay.
Enjoy. And then hug a drummer.
Hug a drummer. I'm going to hear that a lot today. Okay, any questions?
Nope.
Any questions? No questions. Okay, good.
Folks just like it. Just love the colors.
Okay.
Love it.
Well, so the fabric bundle, a new bundle that we have, it's going to look very familiar because it is Nature Study. Again, we just had a little bit left of the fabric from our little bundle club, so we put together a 12-piece. Isn't it 12-piece? Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes. A 12-piece of those fabrics. So we don't have a lot, but let me show you because you might see it a little differently on a bigger scale. Okay. I'm going to start opposite. We're starting with the light greens here. And then gradually going into some of the darker with this gradients. I love a good gradients like this. There's nothing like it. This is a beautiful green. Now I am a little susceptible to greens. Happen to be one of my favorite colors. And the dark green, so nice and deep.
Because your beautiful green eyes.
Yeah, that might be why. Everybody says I look great in green. Must be my eyes, my eye color that helped that. Okay, this one is that deep red. I love this print, and look how good it looks with the greens. I'm gonna be making a quilt out of this for sure. And here, a little bit lighter. We're working with the gradients again, going backwards. The kind of burnt amber orange color. A little bit of gold. And then we have that kind of mustard, deep dark brown mustard color. And a little bit of yellow mustard. We don't discriminate with the mustards.
Eat your mustard.
Get your mustard. I don't know if this is a mustard color, but I just love it. This one has a little bit more of a cream, a little more brown in it. So but still very pretty, and finishing off with that light tan cream color. So same fabrics. So if you wanted a little more, if you loved your little bundle club, you can get it, but don't wait because we don't have a lot. Let me show you some other colors that will work in here that we carry in basics. We have dry brush and the matcha. It's kind of in between many of those because there's always different hues in our dry brush, so you can see how it works with all of the greens. Deco Stitch Laurel, same thing because it has the light parts and the darker parts, so it really works with most of them. It's like almost a perfect match with this one. And for the darkest one, Grunge Fur, I also wanted to pull one in that is darker than the darkest one because that gives you great options for bindings or anything like that. Into some of the reds, Floor Elements in the Victorian Brick. Absolutely love, love, love this one. And let's pull the same one that we had from the other. When I showed you the little bundle club, Dry Brush Hazelnut. Awesome. Then we have a little more gold. I'm pulling from what we suggested in the club, Grunge Yam again. And then in the little more brownish, Seedling in the Flax. So it has a little more tan to it. And then I pulled just a yellow to really conform with this one here. So this is Surface Designs Sunlight. So that Surface Design is a new basic for us, and I really love what it has to offer. Brought in a little tan, Grunge Tan. Works with the tans here. And I wanted a creamy one too. So this is Thatched in the Buttermilk. That works really well with the lightest colors here. Then I wanted to give you some fun options for backgrounds and focus prints and such. If I were to do a background for this, I would probably do something a little more busy because these are all so calm. I would do something busy. So Fizz in the Seltzer has all those browns and into dark, so it's pretty neutral. I just love it. So this is an Andover print. And look how great it would be as a background. It would give your quilt a little bit of a life. But you could, of course, just do white if you wanted it to have that feeling. But I want to have you consider doing a dark background with these colors. It would just make it really rich. So I would go not black, but dark, dark, deep brown. This is a Grunge Winter Coal, and it would still show off some of the greens, and then, of course, all the other colors, and just be beautiful. Now, if you wanted to add a color for like a background, you could also do a dark one with a little hint of blue. This is Grunge Picnic, and I kind of love what it does with these colors. Bringing in a cool hue, it just kind of changes it all. So think about that. That could be a great option if you wanted to change things up. Or if you want to do a dark, but have a little texture, may I suggest Hema Glacier in the ash color. So it has lots of variety in the hues, has a little bit of a brown hue to it, so it would be a great option for background as well. So this is Nature Study 2.0 in the warm tones. Now, I don't know if you remember, but back in August, we showed you Nature Study 2.0 cool colors. So we have both collections, we have both bundles in stock. So these are the same prints, but the cool side of it, I couldn't decide when I saw it. It was a big collection, so I broke it down into two pieces. Then we decided to use one for Little Bundle Club. But the dark, I shouldn't say dark, but the cooler colors are still available. So those will be your blues and grays and taupes and into almost black. So both are beautiful and really give you these minimalistic type of quilts. They're almost solids, so it will appear as solids, but have a little bit of a texture. Love it, love it. Okay, It's time to announce our winner. And lately we have been celebrating new folks that are joining our community. So we go by who has joined our email list in the past week. We are getting tons of new people to join us, and they will be joining our shows. So
we love new
make
people.
them all feel welcome.
We love the new people.
Yeah, they're joining our Facebook
We love the
group
veterans,
as
too.
well. Yeah, we love you guys, and we know you're going to welcome these folks. So to give them a little extra reward, we pulled one name that has joined us this past week, and the winner is Mr. Drummer, Patricia Boucher. So Patricia, congratulations. A gift card is coming your way. We're going to email it to you, but if you are seeing this, congrats, and you can send us a little note via email to help@gequiltdesigns.com, and you will be able to get a little shopping.
Sweet.
With your gift card. So yay, welcome to Patricia. Our upcoming shows, this is it for us. That went fast.
Wow. Jeez.
Our upcoming shows, Tipsy Tuesday next week, October 14th at 4 p.m. Central Time. Don't miss it. We got something fresh and new, of course, exciting to show you. And we have no 1 Yard Wednesday next week. Jody is on a well-deserved vacation.
Okay.
Yes, so her son is getting married tomorrow, so I know she's prepping today. So shout out to Jody. We feel you. Have a wonderful time, and congratulations. And then happy Friday, a week from today. That's going to land on October 17th, the day before our first session of retreat, 12 p.m. Central Time. We'll be back here. Ready to tackle retreat the next day.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So I want to wish you a wonderful rest of your Friday. Put your feet up, hug a drummer, or a Kevin.
Have some eggs.
Whatever works for you.
Some angel food cake.
And maybe have yourself a little dark and stormy. But most of all, maybe play with your fabric.
Go buy a bag.
Sew something. No, don't go buy a bag. No. Spend it on fabric. That's my suggestion.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Lay your fabric here, cut it right there. Home of the Stripology, feel that vibe.